So it's day 4, little Thor, and we're at the vet. This is his first vet appointment. He does have ear mites, so we're definitely gonna have to get him on some Revolution Plus, just like everybody else. And weirdly, he might be 7 or 8 months old, which is Loki's age. And he is literally half the size. He's like 4 pounds. And Loki's like 8, so. Are you just a little runt? Yeah? It's gonna be weird. Thor's supposed to be all big and strong, and you're gonna be a little dude, aren't you? Oh, I know, yeah, you stuck stuff in your ears. You'll be okay.
So, hello from Future Liz. I realized I didn't really explain everything thoroughly in the other videos. We were really busy with just asking a lot of questions and dealing with the vet and Thor here, so I figured I'd just go over things now. So when we arrived at the vet, we explained that we had found a kitten who we had thought was between 15 to 17 weeks of age. There are some general guidelines, emphasis on general, on how old a kitten may be based on their weight. Based off these guidelines, he really should have been 16 weeks or 4 months old. Now, while the vet was looking him over, he looked at us and said, "You don't got yourselves a kitten there. You guys got yourselves a full-grown cat." Like, what? We were very confused. Remember, he was only 4 pounds. But the vet pointed out his teeth to us, and sure enough, adult teeth. He had a full mouth of fully grown-in adult teeth, which shouldn't happen until they are 7 or 8 months old. Now, technically, until they're 12 months of age, they're still considered kittens, but he definitely wasn't as young of a kitten as we thought he was. Now, he did say things were a little confusing. His teeth said he was 7 to 8 months old, yet his boy parts were that of a 4 or 5 month old, which corresponded more to his weight. He did say that it's more than likely that his boy parts are just developing late, and that he was either just like a runt of the litter or just had poor nutrition because, again, he was fending for his own food outside, which caused him just to be smaller, but that was more likely than his teeth coming in at way early of an age. I did mention in the video that he did have ear mites. The vet even let us go to the back to actually view them under the microscope. It was kind of gross, but kind of cool. He did also have fleas, but I did give him a flea bath the first day that we caught him. And he also had hookworm. So he got his ears cleaned out, treatment for the hookworm, fecal exam, blood test, his rabies vaccine, his first kitten shots, and then we did pick up his first Revolution Plus. That way we could eradicate the ear mites as well as any remaining fleas. Overall, the vet was actually very pleased and said he was very healthy for being a stray or feral cat. He was an absolute champ the whole time. He was not wiggly and not loud at all, which is the complete opposite of Loki. Now, I do want to mention that he did come indoors before we got him to the vet appointment. We found him on a Wednesday and didn't get into the vets until that Saturday. So there was a 3-day period where he was inside and he was not vet checked. It's normally recommended to have a new cat quarantined away from like other animals and the other cats in the home for 1 to 2 weeks, just to make sure in case they had any illnesses. Now, the rest of our pets, including our ferrets, are all on flea, tick, and like worm preventative. So I wasn't really worried about anybody getting any of that stuff. The biggest issues are feline leukemia, or FELV, or feline immunodeficiency virus, that's FIV. Now, Loki has his vaccine against feline leukemia, so really the only gamble was the FIV. Now, I may get some hate for this, but Loki is kind of an outdoor cat. We spend a lot of time outdoors, and Loki likes to hang outside with us. He's never outside if we leave or after dark. Now, when Thor first showed up, they actually played together. There are other stray cats and other people's pets that kind of roam, and Loki doesn't really play with a lot of them, but he actually was playing with Thor. And it got to the point where Thor actually was following him around like everywhere outside. It was really cute. Honestly, it was probably this relationship that really motivated us to want to keep him, because we had discussed after capturing him maybe taking him to the Humane Society. My biggest thing was he'd gotten so friendly so fast. I didn't want to just dump him back outside and have him be a stray cat for no reason if he wasn't going to be feral anymore. So technically, because him and Loki were playing outside already together, technically Loki would already been exposed to anything that he had already had. When we did take him to the vet that Saturday, he did test negative for both FIV and FELV, so yay! Now, since the vet visit, I have been like neurotically weighing him every day just to see. But honestly, we don't really care what size he's going to be because we were going to love him no matter what. But yeah, other than that, we have a very healthy, probably 8-month-old, tiny little Thor. You're a good boy.